about entertaining everyone with a glimpse of her life that is very dear to her. So sit back and relax and enjoy the journey that Kathi will take you through 40 years of marriage and life. Please welcome Kathi Taylor with My Girls.
Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, our guest, my girls. I guess you can call me a dog lover. How many here have owned a dog? You all can relate to the love and joy and happiness that they bring to you and your family. My husband, John, and our daughter, Denise, and I moved away from our families 31 years ago and moved to Chicago. Our girls had filled in that part that we lost from moving. I have raised 8 dogs and had 4 at one time. Kelly, Jamie, Jackie, Jenny, Princess, Heidi and Daisy, and Hershey. Kelly, my beloved Irish setter. She was a wonderful dog. She was my shadow. We lived on a long street, and John worked late, and he had to park at the end of the street, and Kelly and I would sit on the porch steps waiting for him to come home. And in the distance, we would hear, didn't come out good. But she ran down to greet John and walk back with him. It was a very sad day when I had to put her down. It haunted me for years. Then we moved to Houston. During the Christmas holidays, we took in a neighbor's dog. We were hooked. We couldn't wait until the shelter opened to find our next dog. This time John says, I want a small dog like I had as a child. So lo and behold, we found our little Jamie, little Chihuahua. She was she was Big John's shadow. Well, she was so tiny that she wasn't enough dog for us. We were fighting over her all. Come here, Jamie, come here, Jamie. We were fighting over her. So come March, we're back at the shelter again. There was little Jackie. She was just a little puppy, 8-week-old puppy. She was about the size of Jamie, but she grew up to be about 15 pounds. And then one day at work, a girl says, I have puppies. Of course, I came home with our shy little peekapoo, Jenny. Now we've moved to San Diego. John and I come home one evening, and there's a note on the door. Open slowly. Her name is Princess. Sitting very regal on a pillow with a little toy Pomeranian. And she lived up to her name. Now I have to tell you, our 4 girls, and we had so much fun with them. And it was actually not hard to have 4 dogs as it was to have 1. It was, the problem is they don't live long enough. Before you know it, they're aging and ailing, and then they're gone. So at this time, now we're down to 2 dogs. I get a very distressed call from one of my sisters in Baltimore. Her life has changed. Could I please take in her 2 dogs? She's not home much, and they're in a crate most of the time. Next thing you know, we're at the airport picking up a Bichon and a Shih Tzu. We named them Heidi and Daisy. Yes, I changed their names. I could not live with Pookie and Zoe. Oh, goodness. Heidi was a problem. She had a problem. And I could not correct it. And I was Maleficent person. We put her down at age 4. It was just, it's a sad thing. So now we're down to Daisy Doodles. She was my second favorite dog. So We took a trip this past August, a family trip, to where my sister raises labs. She lives all colors, labs. And I had the most wonderful experience of bringing puppies into this world. That was wonderful. And of course the grandkids had so much fun playing with the 7-week-old puppies. So our daughter Denise decides the children need a puppy. Her name is Hershey. Yes, a chocolate lab. Well, it wasn't long after we got back from our trip. And Daisy was very ailing, very hurting, and we had to say goodbye to Daisy. So we had no dogs. John says, no more dogs. But Denise had her hands full. She had a 2-year-old, a 5-year-old, a growing puppy, and had to put her house on the market. So, guess who number 8 is? Our girls, my girls, have been so special to us in our life. There's nothing in the world like dogs. I wouldn't have it any other way. The love and affection that a dog can bring to you and your family is just wonderful. Thank you.